everybody. It's Jamie. This is probably week 6, 7, 8, something like that. Sorry I haven't made a video in a while. It's been busy. So yeah, it's week, I think it's like 7, maybe 8, something like that. Out here in Arizona, heading to Cali, and then heading back to Texas. This week I'll have about 3,300 miles, something like that. Everything's going great so far still. Money's right where they say it should be, 12 to 1,400 on the weeks that you're not home. Now the weeks that I am home, which I'm home for about 3.5 days-ish, maybe sometimes 4. I enjoy my home time since I have a family. Those weeks I'm only bringing home a few $100, which sucks, but I budget near my full weeks, so no big deal. But truck's running great so far. Haven't had any problems out of it. I'm actually about due for my first BPM here soon. Probably another 15 or 20,000 miles will be time for that. Yeah, everything's running great. No complaints so far. Getting pretty good, decent miles. The only thing that sucks is that the weeks that I do go home, but that's understandable. Technically, I should probably only be taking off probably like 2 days, and it wouldn't hurt so bad on pay wise. But I'd rather see my family. I make enough during the 2 weeks of the month that I am fully out to counteract those 2 weeks that I don't make that great money. So no big deal. But that'll end once my teammate comes out here. He's about to, so he got 9 days until he starts school. 37 days or something until he gets on the truck. So looking forward to that. It'd be awesome to run some team out here, lease purchase, and see how that works. Everything. Hopefully, if I calculate correctly, we should be able to rake in between 7,000 and 9,000 miles a week. 7 should be minimum. 9's probably in the high range. So that'd be pretty awesome. See how it goes. See what the bring home is on that. If I calculate correctly, the bring home should be around between 25 and 35 a week, each of us. So we'll see how that works, and we'll do some videos and let y'all know how that goes. A couple other things. One thing I witnessed yesterday, for you new drivers and even the older drivers, pay attention. I was pulling into a truck stop yesterday, and me and this truck were turning left onto another road to get to the entrance for the truck stop, and there's a 4 lane, so it's split down the middle, and he turns left and pulls right into oncoming traffic on the 2 opposite lanes, and didn't realize it until halfway down the intersection. And so he had to stop and wait till everybody passed him to continue down and then turn into the truck entrance. The moral of the story is just pay attention. You shouldn't be in that big of a hurry out here. I mean, you got technically all the time in the world, even though you have delivery times and pickup times. But just don't be in too big of a hurry. And being an early driver when I was first driving, I was the same way. I was always in a hurry, always trying to get somewhere and fast as I could. And you don't have to. I mean, you have plenty of time. It's better to be safe than sorry. As long as you just do your best, don't lollygag around, you'll be fine. But just pay attention. That's the biggest thing. Us Xpress is good still. Dispatchers are good. I haven't had any problems out of them. Sorry for the lighting in here. The sun's rising right in my face too. But dispatchers are great. Maintenance people have been great. I haven't really used them a whole lot except for that tire issue I had in the first video. We finally got that resolved, and they funded me that back. But it took him a couple of weeks, but I hated to bother him, but he finally got it fixed. So far, yeah, the company's great still. Lease purchase program still good. In my experience so far, if you're going to do lease purchase, I would definitely get a newer truck. I know the 17s are less weekly payment, but at that point they're probably already at, I don't know, 400 miles or more, maybe 5. And when you get up into those mileage, you're gonna start running into problems. Especially that old. That's already 4 years old. Yeah, so you have 4 years old and 500,000 miles, you're gonna start running into problems. So I mean, personally me, that's why I got a 2020. So if you're going to do it, I would definitely get a 19, a 2020, 21 if you come at that time. I'm not sure if they're doing the 21s yet or not. I got a 2020 and it's $649 a week. So your first 800 miles, I think I went over this in a few other videos. Your first 800 to 900 miles is nothing but truck expenses, truck payment, your maintenance reserve, your bond deposit, and your tax. So it's 9 cents, 1 cent for tax, and I think 3 cents for bond, or 2 cents for bond, something like that. So that first 900 miles is nothing but those 4 things. And then after that, you still have other stuff coming out, not just that stuff. That's why when I do my weekly figures, I do about $1,200 takeaway, so I know what I'm getting. So you got all your truck stuff, and then you got, after that, you have your SATCOM stuff. If you do health insurance and stuff like that for the company, which you can do health insurance and stuff for the company, even though you're a contractor. You're not through the actual company, but it's a program that they deal with. But all that together is about $1,000 to $1,200 plus what you spend for fuel. Which the more mileage you run, the more you're going to spend. Like for this 3,000 miles this week, my fuel will probably be about $1,000, if not a little bit more, $1,000 to $1,200. That's the biggest thing I've learned out here with the lease program is managing fuel, which it's hard because in the summertime, because it's hot and I am not sitting in this truck sweating to death while I sleep. So that's the hard part. So I am looking forward to winter where I don't have to run the truck all the damn time. your pre-trip, post-trip. I actually have a tire that I need to get fixed because it's falling apart somehow. I don't know if I hit something in the road or went off the road and it just peeled it away, or I don't know. But I'm gonna have to get that fixed before it causes a bigger problem. But yeah, just make sure you're doing your pre and post trips, because we can tell. You can always tell what trucks do not do it and what trucks do it. And just take pride in your vehicle. Keep it washed. I see some nasty ass trucks out here. If you're a company driver, there's absolutely no reason you should have a nasty truck, because the company pays for your get your truck washed, I think, once a month. And lease purchase, you pay for it yourself, but it's only, I think the wash is only $49, I think, $50, something like that. So it's not extremely expensive. So don't be a penny pincher. If you can't afford $50 a month, then you're doing something wrong, or you have way too many bills. One of the two. But yeah, just keep up with your truck, keep organized, get your routine down, and that's really about it. Once you do those things, lease purchase program is super easy. A lot more freedom than a company driver. Definitely a lot more freedom. You feel like a big boy. Put it that way. You don't feel like you're at a daycare. Go home when you want to. Stay home as long as you want to. As long as you can afford it, then they don't really care. So no matter what, that payment's going to come out. So as long as you can afford that payment, which there's one week that I screwed up when I did I turned in my worksheets for my trips. I turned one in too early, and so that next week I only had 2 trips, and it ended up costing me $80 instead of making money. So that's something I pay attention to. And if you're able to, it would probably behoove you to save 1 or 2 trips on your full weeks and turn it in on that half week that's when you go home, and that'll kind of balance it out. That way you're getting money both weeks instead of a big check and then a small check. Unless you don't care, which I don't. I can save money during my full week and make up for the short week. But hopefully we won't have to deal with that even too much longer. Once Rick gets out here and we start driving team, start pumping out some miles, get this thing paid off, and then we'll probably go to another company, smaller company, and lease on to him. And he takes 20% off the top, and then you book your own loads and all that. He just does DOT stuff, paperwork, and you can rent a trailer from him. But he's a pretty good guy. So we'll see how that works once the time comes. That's probably a year or 2 down the line. So, but yeah, we'll run some miles, get this thing paid off, make sure it's running good still, and we'll go from there. If you guys would like the video, subscribe. If you have any questions, my email is still usxlpdriver@gmail.com. I have so many emails, it's hard to remember them all. And then my Instagram, same thing. Go follow, like. I just take pictures of the truck and places where I'm at, issues I have with the truck, etc. But yeah, that's it for this video. I'll update y'all in another week or 2 how things are going, and see y'all next time.